I have no fucking clue if this is working or not. What the hell's going on? Okay, it's giving me a running count. Somebody says, I see you now. It says that I've been live for 1 minute and 20 seconds. There's 21 people in the room, 7 likes. No, we shan't be switching to the Bears. Not only will we not be switching to the Bears, but I'm looking into Colts season tickets. Hopefully. We'll see. The video just started. Interesting. There was a bit of a delay there then. That's different. I wonder why that was. Australia, how you doing? You're going to the Bengals Bills in Buffalo on Sunday. That should be chilly. That's one of the things, even though I think that all football games should be played outside, that's one of the things that I do like about Indianapolis is that they close the stadium for inclement weather, for cold weather. So it's, you know what I mean? It's not how high are you, it's hi, how are you? Well, it depends on who you're talking to, I guess. How are all of the animals hi Conley, inside the house and outside the house? Inside the house, they're spoiled rotten. They're all on beds and couches, nice and warm and toasty with bowls of food. And outside, well, they have to fend for themselves for heat, with the exception of the stray cat. I don't know if the stray cat's taken to that heated home that we got him out there, but the birds are well fed, that's for sure. Yeah, he enjoyed his Thanksgiving break. He's back to school now. 30 with possible snow. Mr. Pilks, hello, how are you? The Colts Stadium does have a retractable roof, yes. As a matter of fact, so it's designed to look like a barn. It's a roof like this, and it's a long rectangle building, and the roof opens up with the two sides going down like this, and then on the ends, either end up high, they got the wall of windows that they can open up, and it turns sort of into an an open air stadium with the wind, the breeze blowing through it. Well, good luck, Conley. It's cold in St. Louis. It's fucking freezing here. We're going to be getting what you guys have now in a couple of days. Our high on Thursday is supposed to be 17. Like Thursday and Friday, we're only supposed to be in the teens for highs. So, well, thank you very much. I appreciate the sharing of the videos. That is incorrect that you don't need that you need to have a closed stadium to host the Super Bowl, because they have hosted Super Bowls in New York in inclement weather since they decided to not go with just warm weather and dome stadiums. I forget how many years ago that was. You're crying because it's 60? Oh, we've been in the 30s with overnight lows in the teens for days now, and we're going to drop down to highs of the teens with overnight lows probably below zero. How did your Colts go? They lost. They kind of got fucked too. Some bad reffing, and you got to make some plays too, but they lost. My favorite season? It's usually winter, and I kind of still love winter. Fall and winter. I hate summer. Yeah, he enjoyed it. Do you like either eggnog or hot chocolate? Hot chocolate, I've never really been a fan of eggnog. It's okay. Yeah. Yes, the Bills are they're getting a very nice stadium, surprisingly, without a retractable roof. 39 in DC. It's chilly. Mike, hello. How are you? So ever since I had the pencil sharpener video with my wife, people have been sending me pencil sharpeners. I got a pencil sharpener, and I got a nose pencil. I'm going to be doing videos on these. I got a nose pencil sharpener, and then this one's a little skull pencil sharpener. People have been sending me pencil sharpeners. Yeah. Let me share this video, guys. If you could share the video, that would be. Sorry, am I back now? I can understand wanting the home field advantage. I'm totally fine with that. What I don't understand is how anybody would not want to put a retractable roof on a stadium like that in a city like that so that you can host winter events, concerts, conventions, whatever. You know what I mean? It just gives you the ability to, like, the Bears are building a stadium in Arlington Heights. I'm opposed to that. Build it with a retractable roof. Close the roof if you want to close it during inclement weather, but then you can close the roof and have, like I said, concerts, graduations, all kinds of shit. I have no idea when we're going to see accountability. It's going to be years. True, true. They could have concerts in other venues. I'm just saying that gives you another option. And whoever owns the building wants to. Well, I would think would want to attract more venues, more names their way. Love your content. Thank you very much. Yes, it would, Conley. Yes, it would. See, like Soldier Field, they can't do shit with it in the wintertime in Chicago. They don't host events there in the cold. There are no concerts or comedy shows or anything like that at Soldier Field in the winter. They just don't make any money in the winter. Yes, we did have a good Thanksgiving. And you? I remember the video of ELP playing Right for the Common Man in the Snow. Do you approve of the Bears moving to Arlington? No, I don't think they should be moving to Arlington Heights. All stadiums should have retractable roofs in the cold weather areas, at least. But I mean, when you get into the some of the other areas, like who the fuck wants to play baseball in Arizona in the summer? You know what? Just who the fuck wants to play football in Nevada? Outdoors in the heat. So I can understand, sometimes wanting to close those stadiums up and keeping the heat out. Probably gain 10 pounds over Thanksgiving. New Hampshire, right on. Buffalo is lucky that the Bills are staying at all. They almost left town before getting their new stadium. I didn't know that they were looking to leave town. I know Jacksonville has been on and off again looking to leave. And I'm wondering if Chicago's not going to be able to attract them if the Bears move to Arlington Heights. You know, the Rams have obviously and the Raiders have obviously jumped around, but I didn't know that there was a chance of Buffalo leaving. Oh, I've gone through a million hardships, and I met Renee in an AOL chat room. If you could see one dead musician in concert, who would it be? Oh, fuck. Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, uh, John Lennon, Bob Marley. I don't know who I'd pick. Jaguars aren't going anywhere. They are remodeling Jag Stadium in 2027. The Jags will play on the road next year. Gotcha. Okay. Well, then we're not attracting them. Uh, sup, back to you. The Nanette Stadium? What's the Nanette Stadium? Who is that? The name of a stadium? Bad Bunny keeps. Trump's gonna watch the Super Bowl. All of those fucking guys are gonna watch this. All those guys that fucking we're going to boycott because they fucking took a knee during the national anthem. They never stopped watching the fucking games. They just needed to be outraged about something. They needed to take to the internet and bitch about something because their life fucking sucks and never turns out right. And they hate their fucking jobs and their wife's fucking nagging and their kids are fucking losers and they don't like anything about their fucking life. So they take to the fucking internet and bitch about people who protest police brutality because you know something? That's stupid. We should be allowed to fucking off people of color if we don't fucking like them in their worlds. So, you know, the whole boycott the NFL thing was bullshit. Just like everything else they did was bullshit. They always watched the fucking NFL. The numbers never took a fucking hit. No, the Super Bowl doesn't get played until February. But will he be at the Super Bowl? Oh, that I know. Highly doubtful. But then again, who knows? If he could stay up long enough, maybe they can get him there. I don't think I have tried that, Steve. Listen, I never heard of Bad Bunny before this either, and it doesn't sound like the kind of music that I would particularly enjoy. But the Super Bowl halftime show is not geared towards me. I'm a 53-year-old straight white man in the middle of America. It's geared towards a more international crowd. They're trying to attract people from all over the world. Trying to. Yes, please double tap the screen. Share the live with as many people as you possibly can. But if you keep tapping the screen for likes, it'll blow the likes up. It'll expand the For You page. Excuse me for one moment. I'm going to use the bathroom right quick. Talk amongst yourself. Aloha. Is your cat in there? No, he's not. He's because I have the door shut, and the cats will get fed their wet food before I exit this live. He's out there. No, I don't have a cold at all. I don't watch football or the Super Bowl. I found a halftime show cringe the past few years. Yeah, I haven't liked the Super Bowl halftime show the last few years myself. Disappointed that because I want Hampton in Tennessee 7th District, she will lose. Let's see. Are we starting to get results in yet? I don't see any results yet. I don't know if it's probably going to be an extraordinarily tight and late night, would be my guess, but I don't know. What polls? There's a special election in Tennessee tonight in a Republican district, and the Republicans can't really afford to lose too many votes with people retiring and whatnot and what have you. And it's a seat that in a district that Trump won by 22 points, and the Democrat is polling within the margin of error, which means they're within 3 points of one another heading into today's special election. So it's kind of a fucked up scenario that they're even in it. The Supreme Pizza King, thank you very much for becoming a support level member. For those of you that don't know, I do have a support level membership. It's free to subscribe to my page. The support level membership is $4.99 a month, and it is just a way to financially support the page and help me continue to do what I do. I don't do anything special for members, but I do appreciate them for the financial contribution that they choose to make to support the page. Some people just say, "I'd like to pitch in $5 a month to help keep this shit going." The Dr. Dre halftime show with Eminem. Loved both of those. I love both of those artists. Hated that show. Snoop, Eminem, Dr. Dre. Yeah, I thought it was a bad halftime show. Love your work. Respect from Ireland. Thank you. Have you heard of the drummer Ellis? I don't think I have. The look on my face. Yeah, sometimes it gives it away. Prince was a really good halftime show. The one for the Colts Bears game in Miami in the rain. See, I thought it was just an okay show. I thought it was just an okay show. There have been some really good rock acts that I've enjoyed, and I'll tell you, of recent memory, when I say recent being relative, I think Bruno Mars had a phenomenal show, halftime show. I mean, of recent memory, I think he had one of the best halftime shows. I just want to see some more rock in it. That's all. Enjoy listening to your perspective from Canada. Would you try Indian food again? Yeah, sure. Everything is subjective, correct. Kendrick Lamar, his halftime show was once again, it was okay. I think it was funny from the messages it sent, and I think that's what made it viral, I guess. Read my comments out loud. You can just like and receive and take them and just do with the information. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. The Who had a really good show? Yeah. Am I hearing shit? I must be hearing shit. Anyway, did you hear about the lady in Oklahoma that went crying to Turning Point, and when she got a 0 on her psych paper for not following the assignment? I just read a headline about it. I have not seen the actual story about it. I'm a calming presence. Okay. How was the trip to Indy? Listen, it was fun, but damn, did that snowstorm hit at the wrong fucking time? The roads there were shit. The roads back were shit. It was just all around. The travel was just all around shit. The game was fun. We had a good time and all that shit. But yeah, just white knuckling down fucking snow covered county roads and shit. I've had better trips to Indianapolis. Let's put it that way. Or to Indiana. Let's put it that way. Jim Frisk, please send me that story. Indianapolis is fucking always under construction. So is the Chicagoland area, or at least some part of the Chicagoland area. I have a soothing voice. Okay. You couldn't go anywhere in my town without encountering road work over the summer. Same here. Is anybody keeping track of the results out of Tennessee? Is anybody watching that live while we're having this discussion? Because if somebody would like to feed in information as that updates, that would be bitching. You're watching me. I understand. I didn't know if somebody had like Steve Kornacki on in the background or something like that. Plainfield is under construction all the time due to rapid urban development. Only one county has turned in votes, and it's only 50%. Gotcha. Roger that. It's going to take a minute. Do you live in Indiana? No, I have lived in Indiana. I have a lot of family in Indiana. I went to high school in Indiana. But no, I live in the Chicago suburbs. Do you drive a Scooby-Doo van? Negative, Ghost Rider. I drive a 2021 Jeep Cherokee. Why aren't you a Bears fan? Because the ownership of the Chicago Bears has not earned my fandom. I'd love to be a Chicago Bears fan. I cannot. I would still be a Colts fan even if the Bears sold the McCaskey sold the Bears, and I could once again be a Bears fan. But I cannot be a Bears fan as long as the McCaskey family owns it. Of course, I'm a Bulls fan. Don't really give a shit about hockey, but if the Hawks are in it, I'm in it, and I'm a Cubs fan. College basketball, there's only one acceptable team to root for. That's the Indiana Hoosiers. College football, hey, whatever floats your boat. Penn State, Michigan, Florida, Texas. I like watching, or not. I like all of those teams. I haven't watched college football in a long time. I did love it when the Colts beat the Bears in the 07 Super Bowl. My wife is a big Bears fan, and when Devin Hester ran the opening kickoff of that Super Bowl back, she jumped off the couch, got in my face, and was like, "How you like that, big boy?" And then went fucking stone cold silent the rest of that night. According to NBC, Epps currently leading 57.2 to 41.3, still early. Listen, we'll see how this one goes. The fact that they're polling within the margin of error is what has given Democrats some hope in this one. It's still a deeply red district. I mean, Trump won it by 22 points. Do you like the Wiggles? About as much as I like having a living snake shoved up my urethra. You need a Volkswagen camper van. That's what you need. No fucking shit. That's what I've been saying. A 1972 V-Dub Westie, preferably blue. Yeah, it's exactly what I need. Who is the Wiggles? They're a kids act. They're actually a band. It's 4 guys. They each wear a different colored shirt. One's blue, or one's yellow, one's red, one's purple, and one's whatever color they are. And they're the Wiggles. They're from Australia. And they sing songs. They sing kid songs, and they do concerts. One of my kids went to one of the concerts with my wife. You got to watch them on YouTube, the Wiggles. And they like they've had different members rotate, so it's like this never-ending thing. Yeah, and it's enough to make you want to drive your car into a bridge embankment. I should do a hippie trail trip. I don't know necessarily about that, but I've never had a VW bus, and I would like one. One day I'll get there. It's just not there yet. My son just turned 14 yesterday, which means 1 year from yesterday he is eligible to begin driver's ed, and 2 years from yesterday he gets a driver's license. So the next vehicle I purchase will not be a VW bus. It'll be a third vehicle for the family. So that's the next vehicular purchase here. Thank you for the high fives. Hippie trail goes through Pakistan. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing the hippie trail anytime soon then. Your great granddaughter is 13. Thank you for the guitar. Sorry, I zoned out there for a minute. If you get your Jeep, you can't get a VW. I wouldn't get a VW as an everyday vehicle. I wouldn't like a VW bus. I would not get that as an everyday vehicle. I would get that as a secondary fun vehicle if I did that. What area of Indiana did I live in? I lived in Greene County, Indiana, in a town called Linton, Indiana. If you look at a map, it's in the southwest section of Indiana, and if you look at a map there's a college triangle between Terre Haute, Vincennes, and Bloomington, and it's right in the middle of that triangle. Officially tacos o'clock. Houston, Texas. What's going on in Tennessee? The results are just starting to trickle in. Little Don't Fear the Reaper, Blue Oyster Cult. Have you ever seen that movie Stoned Age? There's an excellent little story within the story about Blue Oyster Cult there. It's kind of funny. I bet that guitar is in every short you put out. I ain't ever noticed it. Looks awesome. It's in quite a few videos. It's in every video and short. I don't do. I actually do more long form videos on YouTube than I do shorts. I have way more long form videos because that's what pays me a hell of a lot better. A lot people love the shorts, but yeah, I do a lot more long form, and it's in all my videos. Which beer do I like? I don't like beer. I hate to drink. And beer is disgusting. Fucking gross. I'm a subscriber and I like all your videos. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I love the Beatles songs with the traditional Indian instruments like the sitar. Yeah, you're talking about when they began to make their change from like boy band pop into eventually what they became. Yeah, beer is gross. Beer, the taste of beer is fucking vile. I hate beer. If I'm gonna drink, and when I say if I'm gonna, that's maybe a drink a year, 2 drinks a year, maybe a margarita or a glass of wine, but never, ever beer. I'm a smoker, not a drinker. What does transgender everything mean? I have no fucking clue. Ozzy was my top artist on Apple Music this year. Ozzy Osbourne's birthday is tomorrow. Which reminds me, you got to follow my Facebook page, guys. So on my Facebook page, I put out a song of the day every morning, and then a handful of political memes, a handful of funny memes. I disseminate news articles there. You got to follow me on Facebook if you're on Facebook. Do I remember when John Lennon was assassinated? I don't remember like news stories about it, as I wasn't really. How old was I? What year was he assassinated? Was it 80? I was 8 years old. Yeah, so I was 8 years old when it happened. I wasn't too in tune with what was going on. Culver's is kind of bland. That's just a random tidbit to throw out there. Uh, Old school punk. You know, a little bit. I'd say the band that I would listen to the most out of that era would be the Ramones. Oddly enough, another band that has just a perpetual, recycling of new people coming in as the Ramones. But no, I wasn't huge into old school punk by any stretch. I was 12 years old when you were born. All right. Somebody asked if I liked Culver's. It's okay. The older I get, I still eat fast food. I'm not saying that I don't. But I'm 53 years old now, and the older that I get, the less I desire fast food, because a it it's almost as expensive as going to just sit down at a sit down restaurant. So I might as well get a better meal. B, it does things to my body now that it never did before. And C, I just, sometimes you go to grab an Arby's roast beef sandwich, and it's going to taste good, but you also know you're going to suffer in the middle of the night as a result of it. Mickey D's another one. Just, oddly enough, there's one fast food that never fucks me up, and that's Taco Bell. Everything else, I'm going to go through something that night. Arby's, McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, Culver's, all of it. Taco Bell, no problem. Portillo's, yeah. I just sent some Portillo's beef to a friend out east. Wendy's does make a good spicy chicken sandwich. Yes, they do. Taco Bell is like $35 for one person. What the fuck are you ordering at Taco Bell for one person for $35? Some Middle Eastern food, not a huge fan. Thank you, First Reel. Worst fast food place? For me, it's probably Burger King. I think Burger King has slid downhill a lot, in my opinion. Um, yeah, probably Burger King. We don't have Taco John, so no. These corporations support causes and countries and politicians. It's impossible to keep up with what they all support. My two seniors my school got engaged to be married in March. What are your thoughts? My thoughts are you got to let them do what they got to do. You know, who knows? Maybe that's the fucking couple that you're gonna fucking find out are still together 48 years from now. You know what I mean? No, I don't like eggnog. Favorite fast food place, Taco Bell. I mean, that's it. Chi-Chi's? Are you talking about the Mexican food? I don't know if I've even ever had that. Do you like weed? Is a frog's ass watertight? How many times have you seen Dead play live? 37 times. Saw Jerry and Brett Millen. Wow, I didn't get to see Brent, and I did not get 37. I got a dozen. It's a hell of a run. Mr. Burn. Okay, yes, I Raising Cane's is so ridiculously overrated. I don't get it. I don't get the hype for Raising Cane's. Hey, well, it's chicken tenders. Joey Diaz. I get that comparison a lot for some reason. I don't see it. Um, the Democrat has now taken the lead in Tennessee. Can everybody verify that? I'm not saying I'm not trusting you, but I'm just saying, can we get some more verification on that? Burrito Loco is okay. Chi-Chi's is not going to make a comeback. Yeah, I doubt it is. Is this your retirement income? No, this is our income. Uh, no, the retirement income plan has taken on many phases. We're going to do houses. Wound up doing trucks. Uh, and now I think it's just going to be ultimately probably stock investment. You know, um, generate a revenue generating portfolio in some way, shape, or form. Popeyes is okay. I'm not a big, huge fan of the Popeyes chicken sandwich. I think it's too thick, it's too big. She's taking the lead. Okay. I'm assuming they're starting to get some of the more blue areas come in then. KFC is another one that has fallen back. Yes, I loved KFC back in the day. I still like them. I just think that it's another one where I don't know if the quality has gone down or I've gotten older and therefore my body just doesn't react to that food the same way. You know what I mean? Jimmy John's or Jersey Mike's? Jersey Mike's. I don't like Jimmy John's. What do you smoke? Weed, cannabis, ganja, herb, Maui Wowie, the sticky icky, the illy, the chronic, the jazz cabbage, the broccoli wand, the Lord's lettuce. Grass. Marijuana. Steak and Shake rules? Gotta disagree with you there. You know what I mean? It's okay. The fries suck. The burgers are just okay. Thoughts on Pizza Hut? Man, only if I fucking have to. And even if I have to, it's going to be a slice, maybe though. What is a musician I always loved that everybody else seemed to hate? I don't know that I've loved any musician that everybody seemed to hate. I can't think of. I don't know. Yes, I do like Dairy Queen. Actually, I like Dairy Queen from several standpoints. Obviously, from the ice cream standpoint, and just getting a burger. And we just got a Dairy Queen like within the last year, couple of years, a Dairy Queen chill and grill. So you can grab a burger, you can grab some fries, and you can grab an ice cream. And that's what I'm talking about. It dropped out for a minute or two. What dropped out? This? Culver's is okay. I dig on the soup. The burgers taste good, but they run through me. If I sat down and ate a double cheeseburger from Culver's with a fry, or a double cheeseburger and some cheese curds, but before it's all said and done, I could shit through a screen and not touch a wire. Thank you very much, Independent, for the $2 donation, the first donation of the evening. JE News is dying down due to other distractions. Huh? Homemade tacos. We do those from time to time, yes. You like ganja too? Right on you. Thoughts on Domino's? Firehouse subs. I don't think I've ever had a Firehouse sub. I don't do dabs because I'm afraid my lungs are gonna implode. And I do the cartridges when we travel. I have a few of them here. Favorite strain, whatever one comes next. Why are we talking food? Because sooner or later, my lives always devolve into food conversation because everybody's sitting around bullshitting while getting high, and then everybody gets the munchies, and somebody mentions food for the first time. Next thing you know, we're comparing burritos and steak sandwiches and all kinds of shit. Would you rather shop at Baumgars or Tractor Supply? I have no fucking idea what Baumgars is, and Tractor Supply is pretty cool, so I'm going to go with Tractor Supply. Are there any bad Mexican dishes? Well, yeah, I mean, obviously there are things I don't like. I don't like refried beans. I never get refried beans. I think they're gross. I don't like sour cream. I don't like guacamole. But I mean, I love a good torta, a taco, a burrito, an enchilada, a quesadilla, a chimichanga. I mean, it's all good. What about Menards? Yes, I not only do I like birria taco, but my wife and I have our own birria recipe that's kind of a combination of parts of like three different birria recipes. We do it with we start with the dehydrated peppers and rehydrate them and do the whole shoot and match, and fucking yeah, birria tacos are very good. And with my daughter coming home from college in about a week or so, and it being the wintertime and all of that, birria tacos will probably be on the menu at some point in time between now and the end of January. Which tequila is best with tacos? I don't know. I don't drink. What did I have for dinner tonight? Nothing. I actually had a big lunch, nice cheeseburger and fries at the diner with some soup. And then we brought home additional soup. So if I get hungry a little bit later on, I have some soup, or that's going to be my lunch for tomorrow. while I'm doing content tomorrow all day. Do you have Menards in our area? Yeah, we have Menards, Lowe's, Home Depot. Menards is okay, but oh no, my buzz is fine. How's your fire pit going? Oh, it's been installed and we've used it. It's great. Love it. He did a really good job. It's 8 feet long and 4 feet wide. Your content is awesome. I appreciate that, Corey Land. What is that? We got hot chocolate with a candy cane in it. Thank you very much. The marshmallows look bitchin'. Yes, the perfectly normal. Okay, so Trump releases what he says. The Trump administration, the White House, releases what they say is the MRI report on Donald Trump, and the MRI report talks about how everything is perfectly fine, and doctors are making videos talking about how we don't use that terminology in MRI reports. That's not how this shit works. Okay, we're gonna pause the food conversation for a minute because somebody just talked about something, and I want to talk about it because it's aggravating for me. I'm not only is it aggravating for me, it pisses me the fuck off, and I'm actually taking it personal. We used to have Fudruckers in our area, and if they opened a Fudruckers tomorrow, I'd stand in line for 2 hours to eat that fucking burger again. But they up and left. They just fucking up and left. And now we have no Fudruckers. And I fucking love Fudruckers burgers. And the sons of bitches just left me here. Just left me here with no Fudruckers. And I think I'm beginning to take it personal. So I'm just saying. I'm feeling some kind of way about it. Oh, you don't know what Fuddruckers is? It is a phenomenal burger joint. Oh, so you order your burger, and then they have all of they have a chilled salad bar looking thing, and it's where you get your lettuce and tomato and onion and pickles and condiment station and cheese and all of this stuff, and you build your own burger, and you get different sizes and buns and your different protein. You could get bison burgers and all kinds of cool shit. I fucking love the Fuddruckers. Oh, Maron, do I? And with the big fat steak fries. Mm. Looks like they have one in Branson, Missouri. Is that really the closest one to Chicago? Do I think Hegseth is going to be court-martialed? Fuck no. I mean, not during the Trump administration, anyway. And I think that Trump is ultimately going to pardon Pete Hegseth. So, why are you a Colts fan and not a Bears fan? Okay, I'll summarize it really quickly. I've explained it a bunch of times, but I can understand if you don't know because I've done a lot of content. I have deep family ties to Southwest Indiana. I grew up a Bears fan, loved the Bears until I realized that the ownership of the Bears is destroying the Bears, and they need to sell the team. And the Colts moving from Baltimore to Indianapolis was right in that period of my life where I was not vulnerable, but impressionable. And so I switched my allegiance from the Bears to the Colts, and never looked back. And I'll wear Bears gear again if they sell the fucking team, but I'll never be a Bears fan as long as the McCaskey family owns it. And so my allegiance is. I have the Colts horseshoe tattooed on my fucking back. Ignore the pardons and lock them up anyway? What about the Admiral? Is he going to really take the fall? I don't know what the hell's going on. Sonic. Okay, I have actually landscaped a few Sonics. I've gone to a few Sonics. Sonic makes a decent, you can get a decent burger at Sonic. Obviously, you can get some decent sweets at Sonic. I got no issue with Sonic. Ben, hello. You are late tonight. We're already at 8 o'clock. If somebody took Super Salad away from you, you take it personally. I'm a Cubs fan, not a Sox fan. White Castle. Okay, about twice a year I get a craving for White Castle, and then I remind myself. I remember why I don't eat White Castle on the regular. It's one of those. It's one of those weird foods for me. I've never had Five Guys. Can you prevent a court martial with a pardon? That's an interesting question. I don't know about that. Now that you bring up that distinction, I don't know. Detroit may be the closest Fudruckers to me. Jim, can you do me a favor? Since obviously you have your computer up, can you tell me what the drive time is between Chicago and Detroit? You would pay thousands to smoke with me? Are you serious? Why would you pay thousands of dollars to smoke with anybody? Especially me. You've never had Fudruckers? Fucking, it's good. It's good. It's really fucking good. Yeah, he fell asleep again. It's a 4 to 5 hour drive from Detroit to Chicago. I wonder what we could do in Detroit for the night that would cause us to need to go there and thus necessitate a trip to Fudruckers. Got to see if there are any comedy shows or things of that nature coming to Detroit. Does Trump have any redeeming qualities? None whatsoever. He does not have a redeeming quality to him. He serves the world no purpose. He is the worst kind of human being that our species could create, and I truly wonder what's going to happen if he lives throughout the entirety of his term. If natural causes don't take their course, if he survives throughout the entirety of his term and it gets down to the end and he has to leave and he cannot run again, I wonder what that caged rat is going to do at that moment, knowing that he's got to give up that power forever. Damn, this race is close. It's going to be. It's going to be. Trump statistically has 8 to 9 years of life left. I think that's generous. Best content on YouTube, bud. Watch every day, multiple times. My wife loves when you start laughing before you even talk. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Imagine living in Tennessee. Listen, Tennessee is a beautiful state, geographically speaking. Politically speaking, fucking nightmare. Fucking nightmare. What about Ohio? I think they should wall off the entire state of Ohio and turn it into a free range prison camp and then put all of that on cable TV pay per view. We eliminate Ohioans from being able to roam freely throughout the rest of the country, and we get entertainment while paying off our national debt. Get the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame out of Ohio, get the Football Hall of Fame out of Ohio, and get the Christmas Story House out of Ohio, and then wall that fucking state off for the rest of man fucking kind. Is it going to take longer to drive from the Midwest to the East Coast? Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Who cares? We'll drive around that wall. Oh, hi. Oh, fuck you. Snake Plissken. Super salad with soup sandwich and full. Yeah, I remember super salad. Crockett's not ready to be president in 28, nor is AOC. And this country has just shown you that it is not willing to vote for highly qualified women anyway. And that sucks. But that's the fucking reality we're dealing with, unfortunately. How many Grateful Dead shirts do you own? Maybe a dozen? I don't know. I mean, this country, unfortunately, has shown Hillary Clinton was the most qualified presidential candidate of my lifetime, and they elected Donald Trump over her. And Kamala Harris, in her own right, was an extraordinarily qualified candidate, and they elected Donald Trump over her. This country, unfortunately, is not ready to elect a woman. It should be. It should have been years ago. And I don't know if I'm ever going to see a woman president in my lifetime, but if the Democrats put a woman on the ballot in 2028, a Republican will be president in 2029. Period. End of fucking story. That's just all there is to it. So unfortunately, it's going to have to be somebody like a Gavin Newsom. And I don't say unfortunately because I mean I think that these are all qualified candidates. Gavin Newsom, Pete Buttigieg, maybe a Governor Pritzker, somebody of that nature. But you know, if it's Gretchen Whitmer, if it's Jasmine Crockett, if it's AOC, if it's you know, Elizabeth Warren, it's not going to break well. Newsom is too coastal. I don't know. He's the governor of the largest blue state in the country. He's young. He's charismatic. He doesn't mind taking on Trump and Trumpism. I could see him pairing up with, you know, that young superstar, up and rising superstar out of Texas. I forget his name now, Talico or something. I could see him pairing up with somebody like him to try and help him win the Southwest, help him win potentially Texas. Zoran just got elected mayor. Let's give him a minute. I could see him teaming up with like a Gretchen Whitmer, but he doesn't need. He probably would not need help in Michigan, so that would probably be a move to give him help with women. But I mean, we got to get through fucking 2026 midterms first. We're a month away from entering into a fucking midterm year. We're going to have primaries for seats. We're going to have primaries for Senate seats and primaries for House seats. And then we're going to have a fucking election in November. And we are now less than a year away from the next major election. So Zoran could do something like governor, though, maybe even senator. Who knows? But let's give him a chance to be mayor first. Have you seen the O'Keefe Music Foundation cover 46 and 2? I don't think I have. I'd rather almost anyone in office rather than Trump. Best way to contact you to send you news articles? My email address. Grab a pen and a paper. Or get a screen record going. The Old Hippie, and hippie is spelled Hippie. The Old Hippie at oldhippiemedia.com. Yeah, Michelle Obama's already said she's not doing it. And no, I wouldn't want Oprah involved. I'm done having fucking people from Hollywood running shit. 49.8 to 49.1. This is kind of insane that it's that close. You guys can almost guarantee that if Epps loses this race in Tennessee tonight, that they're going to say that this was rigged. Do I think Janis Joplin or Whitney Houston is a better singer? I would probably say Whitney Houston was a better singer. Janis Joplin was more of a unique singer, a more unique style, a more unique sound. But Whitney Houston, I think, was probably a better singer. What's up? My THC levels. You got me for a few more minutes here, guys. Yeah, Michelle Obama said herself, this country's not ready for a woman, so don't waste my time. Does Trump make it to 28? I don't know. I don't think he does. But he could. Listen, he's got access to the best fucking medical care on the planet. So anything's possible, but he is looking rough. Man, we got 3 fucking years to go. I don't know. It's looking a little sketch. Band's down 4 now. Yep. Trump has access to the top healthcare 24/7, spare no expense. But yeah, right here about the Reaper. At the end of the day, medicine can keep you alive for a hot minute. But sooner or later, your shit is going to shut down. All of us. We're all going to die. And he's no fucking exception. Guys, you can just go to my website, oldhippiemedia.com. There's you can contact me on the last page, either through my email or through a contact me form on the last page of my website. But listen, I got like an ice cream with my name on it. Oldhippiemedia.com or the old hippie at oldhippiemedia.com. Just go to oldhippiemedia.com, my website. Last page is a contact me and support page. It has my email address on it. It has my mailing address on it. It has a contact me page. It has my Cash App, my Venmo, and my PayPal, all condensed into one. There's also a follow me page on my website that has a link to all of my social media. That's Facebook, Instagram, Substack, Threads, Bluesky, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Clapper. I don't know what else. But you can go follow me on all of those if you just go to my website as well. You'll be able to get links to all of the podcasts that I've appeared in and newspaper and magazine articles that I've appeared in as well. All of that's once again at oldhippiemedia.com. Or just Google my name, Tom Powell Jr., and it'll lead you down to my website. All right, I gotta go put my feet up and get some sleep because I am doing content tomorrow. Tomorrow's my work day, so I'm back at. I had today off. We were able to run a whole bunch of errands, get a whole bunch of shit done, pick up some Christmas presents, get gas in the car, drop off a prescription, have some lunch, pick up some stuff at Home Depot that we needed to grab. But tomorrow I'm in here working all fucking day. So, hasta lasagna. Don't get any on you.